The Elden Ring DLC is coming out in, at the time of recording, 10 days. At the time that you're seeing this, 7 or less days, I think. And I wanted to get my thoughts on some potential little things that could happen in it before the DLC comes out. This is more so just going to be things that I want to see, because I have some cool idea of things I want to see, so I'm gonna tell you them now, so that if they're in the DLC, yay. Also, in case you can't see or hear, I am unfortunately feeling sick, so that is why I am looking and sounding like I am sick. You might be wondering if I got a creator code for early access. I didn't. I obviously didn't. I have 1,000 subscribers. They did not give me an early access code. So this is just my own speculation as to what the fuck could be in the game. You can probably also tell that this is a bit different from my other videos. Yeah, I gotta get this shit out in like 2.5 days. So I'm just recording it on stream. So hey, look at this. Twitch.tv/4eyesmcgeezer if you want to see this live, where we do all sorts of crazy shenanigans. Like, this. The first thing that I think would be really cool to see in the Elden Ring DLC, because this is actually the save file that I'm going to be using. I'm trying to get as much shit done as I can before it. As you can see, I just beat Morgott, just finished Leyndell. So still a good amount that I have to do, but something that I would really like to see out of the DLC is different colored Sites of Grace. Because obviously we've got these gold Sites of Grace throughout the whole game. They're in the Grace Mimics, they're in the map, has these big gold lines. So I think it could be cool to see something that's a different color. I don't know, maybe like a purple or something, or like a red. I don't know, I'm just riffing here. There could literally be any other color, but I think it would be cool. The whole point of Elden Ring is that you're getting guided by the Outer Will and the Elden Beast to go become the next Elden Lord. So it makes sense that in the game, the base game, that they're all golden and yellow. But I feel like if you're uncovering a secret, dark secret about Queen Marika, it doesn't really make sense for them to be gold, but who knows? I think it would be really cool to see another Divine Tower. I don't know when in the timeline. This has a solid bottom, excuse me? I don't know when in the timeline all of the Mesmer shit happens. Presumably, maybe after the Shattering. If so, well, it'd be cool to get another Great Rune. But also, I think having another Divine Tower could be cool. Maybe have it a little bit different, like the Kaled one. I don't know. I think that could be a neat thing that they do. It's raining out? Oh my god, I really am in the Weeping Peninsula, but in real life. The next thing that I would really like to see in the Elden Ring DLC is some more goddamn transporter chests. I think this is a really cool mechanic that they used, what, twice in the game? Outside of, obviously, that one catacomb where there are, like, 14 or whatever, there's really not a lot of these in the game, which is a tragedy because I think they're really cool. Let's be real, they're probably not going to have mimics in the game, so having these trap chests would just be so cool. I think it would be so good to be the first chest you open in the DLC, it takes you somewhere completely different in the DLC. I think that's awesome. But who knows? This next one is less speculation and more probability, but I really hope that we get another big city like Leyndell. In the trailer for the DLC, they showed Mesmer burning a whole fucking city, so I would not be surprised if we went there, but to just have another fully explorable city a la Leyndell, I think would just be so cool. Leyndell, I meant to do that. Leyndell is just a really, really cool place, so to explore another giant city would be really, really cool. The next thing I want to see more of is just stuff for Torrent, because Torrent is very, very important to this game, but you kind of just, you get him, and then he stays as Torrent for the rest of the game. He doesn't really get any upgrades, he doesn't really get any customization options. There's not really a lot you can do with him outside of what they want you to do with him, which is great. But I still think it would be cool if you could have, like, I don't know, Torrent talismans or some shit that gave him like a triple jump or a faster dash attack or more health or custom saddles that you can put on. Give me some horse armor, damn it. Give me some custom horns. Literally anything else. Because I can guarantee that we're going to be using him in this DLC, and he still feels very limited in terms of what you can do with him. You kind of just have him, and he's the same for everyone. That kind of sucks in an RPG game like this. So if you could have cooler Torrent things, that would be neat. The next one is incredibly important. I want a greater jar arsenal. Because we got the great jars arsenal, okay? But this DLC is introducing like 100 new weapons or something. There's gonna be so much shit to put on your character. And nobody complains about max equip load. Everyone loves it. It just means you can hold more shit. So I would really, really like to see a greater jars arsenal. Not that we necessarily need it, just because I think it would be really, really funny. The next thing that I think would be really cool is if there was a new end. I was hoping I could stand on that. Oopsie. If there was a new ending associated with the DLC, maybe you do some things and they make it so that you get a new unique ending. I doubt that they would do this. They've never done it before, but I do think it would be cool, especially considering how many different endings this game has, and to add another one, I think would be really, really sick. To just have another ending, whether it's associated with Mikola, or Saint Trina, or Mesmer, I really don't care. Just another one would be cool. Speaking of the next one, I want Gengar from Pokemon in there. Saint Trina is Mikola's alter ego, and has everything to do with sleep, and Gengar is a ghost-type Pokemon that can use hypnosis to put people to sleep. Not to mention he's purple, and he has the moves Dream Eater and Nightmare, both which can be used on people who are asleep. So I'm just saying, it's an easy shoe-in. Just give me Gengar, and we've got no more problems. Alright, this is turning into more of genuine speculation, but lots of people are saying that Mikola is going to be like a boss fight that's going to be really hard, and it's going to turn into some big gross monster, but I don't think that that's going to happen, and that's not really what I want. What I actually want from Mikola is more of like a Covenant standpoint, where they are the leader of this DLC exclusive Covenant, because I mean, we've seen so many followers of Mikola up until this point. I think it would be really cool and really neat to see a Covenant aspect added into this game, even if it's not online PvP Covenant related stuff. It is more just like PvE stuff. Going through the DLC, beating the bosses strengthens your bond with Mikola. I think that could be really cool. I would not be surprised if we saw Mikola within the first third of the DLC. Another thing that I would really like to see is more Elden Beast style outer god boss fights, if that makes sense. Because, like, we know that the Elden Beast is a servant of the greater will, this outer god. And Melania is kind of the same for the Rot God. So I think it would be cool to see stuff like that for, say, the Madness God. Like, if Joe Madness pulled up and just started doing all sorts of crazy shit, I think that would be really cool. Whether or not we actually will see that, I don't know. But either way, I still think it could be neat. And the last thing that I want to see, or at least that I'm predicting we maybe might see, hopefully, who knows, fingers crossed, is actually something that's not in Elden Ring. I want the Bloodborne trick weapons. What can I say? These are just, they're so cool, and they're so good, and it's ridiculous that they haven't really brought them back, because they're just so cool, man. They have confirmed that there's like 8 different new weapon types, and if I'm not mistaken, we don't know them all yet. We might know them all, and this is just completely wrong. But if one of them was a little like trick weapons, I think that would be cool as fuck, because trick weapons, you guessed it, are cool as fuck. They're just so awesome. So like, I think that it would be a good thing to bring them back. Bring back trick weapons. Please. Please. And that's pretty much it. This is not as nice and well made of a video as the other ones. This is kind of just a little last minute, who knows, of things to come, of things to potentially come anyways. So thanks for watching. Again, this was streamed live on twitch.tv/4eyesmcgeezer. If you want to see me do other cool stream stuff, I do cool stream stuff all the time, twice a week. And other than that, I'm really excited for the Elden Ring DLC. I will be playing it on stream when it comes out. So be very, very hyped for that. I am very, very hyped for that. And yeah, other than that, take care. Love you lots. And let's go spend 40 American or 60 Canadian dollars on some DLC. Bye, everyone.